Okay, I chose the Starpack Brief F, which was the redesigning of the J2O. Originally it was the redesign the bottle itself. After research into the bottle shapes and actually chatting with a few bar managers and bar staff around my local town, I found that one of the better things to do was to keep the original bottle shape. We were actually looking for evolution as opposed to revolution. So despite this new POS being marketed to 18 to 25-year-olds, we are actually going to try and keep the original consumers as well as, instead of alienating them and just concentrating on the target market. So what I did create was 6 bottle designs, which each one would be associated with a mood, hence the tagline More Than a Feeling. And I did a quick vox pop with fellow students and other people involved, and really I just showed them the colour of the bottle and said, what does this make me feel like? And that's again represented in one of these boards down here. What we have come up with is the bottle is now PET with a plastic wrap on it. The majority of the greens or the purples and the colours on these bottles would be the liquid itself inside the bottle. So when the bottle is emptied, the actual carton is going to be clear. And another advancement was the crown ring pull top. Originally it was a standard crown top. This has got a ring pull. This is made by a company in Finland. And this just adds to an overall look that's, again, not that much of a radical change, but what we have done is it's still a recognisable brand. We don't want to change it too much and become unrecognisable on a shelf. And really, in fairness, that's where I got to where it is now. There are 6 bottles, obviously. Again, the biggest thing is the PET as opposed to glass, which I think J2 already do a PET version of their bottles as is. But it's the ring pull top that's the turning factor on this one. Obviously, it would have a rippled edge if it was fixed securely. And the price of the ring pull top isn't that much different from the standard crown pull top. The only thing would be there's a machinery charge from the supplying company. That's me, thank you.
Okay, Chris, thank you. So, judges, your final session.
Could you explain a little bit more about the research that you did? The shape of it, obviously, when I spoke to bar managers, they said that when new drinks bottles are introduced into the bar environment, obviously with J2O being the second highest selling bottle drink through bars and establishments after Budweiser, this is, it's a lot of work for a bar manager to actually just completely resize their shelving and the capacities for these. These will basically fit exactly where they were before, still be refrigerated. The PET is not a problem because it's not a carbonated beverage. Obviously with a carbonated beverage, it actually just starts to erode the PET inside. So I did look at the bottle shapes, obviously went through that pack, but it's actually done a full circle back to its original bottle shape. And it seems to work quite well, and it just made it an easy transition from one to the other, and an easy rollout on new products.
Did the research ask you to move into plastic?
No, not at all. It's just more environmentally friendly, in fairness. PET being a grade 1 environmental product can be recycled exactly the same way. Again, the issue still arises with the crown ring pull tops, but there's no more material in that than there is in a standard crown bottle top. It's just a nice touch. Pull out, relatively easy for any member of bar staff or consumer.
Do you think the POS that you did kind of moves the product on as well?
Yeah, there are a lot of products. Obviously, Tango, I've done it with the black cans with the very, very vibrant graphics. And even things like conditioners and fabric softeners have a black bottle now. I think the new Lenore stuff has got black bottles, but again, quite sort of pastel shades and strong colours. Obviously, each bottle has its own colour, but what we have here is the 6 colours in one thing, and that would go into. You can either have 3 sides point of sale. You have just the main tagline on one side, each individual bottle, and the bottle colour on each one of those, just to be stood around on bar tops and tabletops. Yeah, I think it works quite nicely. That I was almost discouraged at some points by certain members of staff even to move away from my black backgrounds, but it kind of worked. I thought tooth and nail to get it here. I think that's no problem.
Great.
All right.
Okay. Any other questions? No? If not, then Chris, thank you very much.